Millionaire secret number 9, build assets. Build assets. Again, this is part of my philosophy of wealth creation, all this, these 10 millionaire secrets. Build assets. With every dollar that comes into your hands, says Robert Kiyosaki, you have a choice. If you're smart, you'll use that dollar to buy an income-generating asset. Once a dollar goes into your asset column, it becomes your employee. And the best thing about money is that it can generate a return. It can work for you for 24 hours a day for generations. At the moment, I'm looking into some interesting ways of getting a return of maybe 5% or 10% of on your money every single month through renting out either your shares or renting out commodities. So you own the commodities, but you rent them out. There's all kinds of interesting things that one can do to get maybe 3% a month, 4, 5% a month, which is still a huge return. But to do that, you need to have a bit of capital. And basically what Robert Kiyosaki is saying here is that when you have money, when you start making money, are you going to just waste it, or are you going to spend less than you earn and invest the difference, which is what we're talking about here. The rich spend less than they earn, and they invest the difference in income-producing assets that bring them an income month after month after month. So this is the cash flow pattern of a wealthy person, as Robert Kiyosaki illustrated in his books. And he explains that a wealthy person will get some income, and they will spend less. Their expenses, they will spend less than they earn. So the difference, basically that excess income, they'll put into buying some income-producing assets. So that the next month, that income-producing asset, whether it's a property, a real apartment, some YouTube accounts, some Twitter accounts, some online blogs, some stocks, whatever it is, maybe some these coin-operated machines of some description. Those income-producing assets, the next month, will generate more income. So you take a portion of your income and buy some assets that the next month bring more income. So now you have more income, you still spend less than you earn. With that excess income, the second month, you buy more of an asset. And then the third month, you'll have even more money and then buy even more assets. I mean, this is a very simplistic way of looking at it, but it's just what I'm illustrating here is a mindset. The mindset of the investment class, the mindset of wealthy people. This is what they teach their children. They teach their children about spending less than you earn and investing the difference. Now the poor, on the other hand, spend more than they earn, and they buy liabilities that cost them money month after month after month. So basically their income comes through, their expenses are just as much as their income, or maybe even more than their income. They're going into debt. With their income, they're buying liabilities. They're buying liabilities like maybe, what would be liabilities? Like a car, a luxury car perhaps, or a house, or a big screen TV, or a vacation that's put on the credit card. They basically get more in debt. When you get in debt, your debts are a liability. That debt keeps accumulating interest, right, if you don't pay it off straight away. So what does that mean? It means that now, instead of, not only do they not have any surplus, they don't have any savings, but their income has actually been turned into a liability, because now they've got to pay interest on the things that they've paid, on the things that they've bought. So they're paying more and more interest, and basically this is the cash flow pattern of a poor or middle class person. They say that the cash flow pattern of a poor person is like their income is as much as their expenses, and that's it. But a middle class person who's trying to appear, they're trying to keep up with the Joneses basically, a middle class person will take on liabilities like a boat, a car, a second house, something like that, a nice holiday, just to impress the neighbors, just to impress their friends, what have you. And that will increase basically their liabilities, and now they're getting more and more in debt. I remember a few years ago, a lot of my friends were suddenly getting into investment banking, and they were making very good income, and they were tens of thousands of pounds in debt. They were making a great income, but just to keep up in appearances with their peers in that investment bank, for example, they had to spend more and more money, and they were like 70,000 pounds in debt, 100,000 pounds in debt, etc. And then they lost their job, but that's another story. So that was Millionaire Secret number 9. Spend less than you earn and invest the difference. Basically build assets. And one thing about building assets, at the time when I was learning this 9 years ago, I didn't have any money, to buy any assets, but I'd learn about how to build assets on the internet. I gave you the example earlier of internet brands, how they sold their network of 100 blogs for $640 million at the end of 12 months, $640 million. They built an asset out of ideas, out of just content online, out of just something that anybody can, just if you put your mind to it, anybody can set up a blog basically.